to my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led out by their quarterback. Started his career as a Florida Gator, finished at Louisiana Tech. It's Jeff Driscoll.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He has it. That really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. A pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra play by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw, Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
On 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. In motion left is Higgins. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Driscoll. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here to add to their 1st quarter lead.
Everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals set to take over. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jeff Driscoll, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now 2nd and 3. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 71 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Osborne. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw is Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Cousins again. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lots of guys up front, but maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Driscoll. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner.
And now the rookie's free. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 69 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think, this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete,
make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Driscoll's throw taken in by Grant. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made
nowhere to go here, he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as the Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they drew it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, that it's just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. So we have come to halftime, and what's already... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, Cousins. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Why can't we score? Do something.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Now a toss running left, Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Here's Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed it, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 18 yards on that one. And the Bengals are moving. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Second down and 6 now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Holding offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Cousins now. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown,
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse. Lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Driscoll. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the... and bringing up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Driscoll. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Flush to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Driscoll's throw there taken in by Smith.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jefferson moving in motion left. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting. In a this stadium? Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To the air again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run on first down with Akers. And down inside the 40 or about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play fake. Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete to Chase. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll look to throw again. And he is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns. 1:56 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Cousins to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll throw again. Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Cousins. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will be at the 25. One last shot now for Cousins. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time is run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really